number 4. The score is 3-0 for HERA. And right away, I could tell you Viper got the map that he would have wanted here to try and bounce back in this series. The woodlines look solid. The golds, the berries look solid. And for HERA...
potential.
Yeah. Like, HERA has a good map if he gets the walls down, but it's very similar to some of the maps Viper's had, where HERA's going to have to work harder to wall up his base.
Dude, that little woodline on the top left of the map is insulting. It's just 8 trees in a row for HERA. It's just insulting.
I was going to say
the
which
left of his secondary gold.
Oh, yep.
A line. It's not even. I don't know why I hard fixed on that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just unfortunate.
You know, if you select it, and now I'm talking about it, capture age shows 8 and then 1. It sorts
what
the
is that
trees,
one?
I think.
No, that's tree dead. Yeah, it's like any unit.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you, Capture Age, for sorting out that tree line for us, because that's definitely added value to the commentary we brought so far.
Yep.
So Malians have discounts on the wood buildings, which is a lot in Age of Empires 2. You have the houses, lumber camps, mills, what have you. That adds up over time. They also get a bit of a gold boost with the way they mine gold. And they have a great tech tree. So if you want to go archers, boom, got it. Only drops off later in the game. Knights, got it. Camels, got it. Franks have options, but you really never want to be going range units with Franks. It's normally just the stable units. So it's very similar to Khmer almost, how HERA played it earlier, where I'd expect him to play into a lot of scouts. But the difference is, I think Viper's going to be able to play more secure here. And Viper will probably, assuming an awful lot, be the one who is more aggressive in early castle.
Well, HERA's coming forward right now. I don't know if he's looking... Oh, okay, he's looking for his hunt, and he's going to find it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, he's going to push that in.
So
I thought he was going to come forward, try and steal a few goats or find Viper quick, but nope. And Viper is pushing in the zebra too.
Dave, you might appreciate this. Someone just said that woodline looks like my hairline.
Relatable.
Can you relate to that?
Yeah. Really, there'd have to be another woodline with a gap in between. Very similar to that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out on the woodlines to see if maybe there's one that strikes resemblance for you. But, you know, there was a meta 2 or 3 years ago, I forget which event, where you saw a lot of free pick situations. So it was Franks and Chinese and Aztecs. And we saw a lot of crossbow from the Franks in early castle because you'd be up against camel civilizations a lot. And you didn't just want to go knights. So I think these days players would maybe opt to go more for like knights and monks or knights and pikes, because I guess pikemen is cheaper. But just something to think about. I think HERA will want to just go stable units, but I don't know if you can conveniently do that against the Malians.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with camels against Franks, I think it all started when Indians were added to the game. People thought that would be a great civ matchup, but then the Franks started actually winning a considerable amount of the time.
Yeah.
Just because the monks were added in so quick, right? They knew the camels were coming. And if you know the camels are coming, you can make your way into some counter units behind your knights, and it only takes 2 or 3 monks to push an army of 10 camels away.
I wonder if Viper will have to add one more Vil here, because I saw it twice from HERA in his previous series, and twice from Yo, and maybe once from Viper, where these guys try and go 18 pop, and then they realize, oh shoot, I need one more Vil.
Yep.
It's really interesting. This
There
has
we
happened
go.
a lot. And it's not bad. It's not like, oh, big mistake. At the end of the day, they just want to get the proper timings. But again, it's happened to all of them. They're really trying to go up quickly here. And sometimes they just realize they can't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. You want to get loom as the last thing before you go up to feudal age, so all your villagers are working as long as possible. But it's not... Before the last villager is not terrible. He is up at a little bit of a timing disadvantage, though. But at least he didn't idle his TC to get there.
Should have the food.
Completely distracted by this vulture right now that is near Viper's Scout.
They both might encounter the vulture. I don't know what... Oh, yeah, it's flying backwards. Oh, geez. The other bird's checking it out. I don't know what it is, man. It's probably how the scripting works. But I feel like every King of the Desert, we have some weird shenanigans with birds.
Oh, every map, dude. There's some weird, like, invisible walls that happen where they just kind of bounce back and forth. Viper's going for the full walls. These walls aren't invisible.
Yeah. But you notice there is a theme here if you look at how some of the other games are played, right? This is a map thing, and Viper needed this. We saw it from HERA in the Khmer game, and then Viper had to play open. Here, HERA, he's just like, well, full walling this is impossible, so I'm going to have to open with the army. Viper, I expect to be extremely defensive and then move out later on in feudal. He does not want to leave himself exposed here. Yep, pretty clean opening for the Viper. He does have a villager exposed on his wall here. And HERA's got to ask some questions of Viper there, but we'll obviously recognize Viper's got great quick walling.
Ooh, nice. Just even out the HP.
Yeah, true.
Between these two, basically. HERA still has a slight advantage there. 3 HP advantage.
Look at
Scout with a little bit more, and Viper goes into the stable, and he's going to have scouts of his own soon.
And Viper just says, you're not going to attack that Wallville.
Yeah.
I know you won't because I have my scout here, and HERA absolutely will not do that. But HERA
Birds
coming forward with a spear
friend.
and a scout right now.
The bird has found a friend. They're now stuck in the loop.
Almost find this more interesting than the game thus far. Now, HERA, will he see it? Oh, he could see it. I remember a game in the past where HERA signaled the birds and was like, what is this? Now, one is flapping his wings and the other one's just soaring.
It's gliding, dude. It's gliding. It's riding an updraft.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, there they go. They're free now. HERA, more HP on his scouts, looking for damage. He could recognize there's a big difference in the map layout. He's got very little pressure on him compared to when the series started, right? So there's ever a time to maybe be overly aggressive, try and force the issue here. This would be it. His eco's really smooth at home, I'm noticing, with the farms.
Oh, nice house is there. You got to get a palisade. He doesn't get it. Oh, man, that's annoying.
And that's going to be a dead bill for Viper.
For sure. And Viper lost a scout at the front. Is he able to save this? He is not.
Yikes.
HERA takes out the first Vill. Viper is stabilizing, though.
Dude,
He's stabilizing.
Viper, like, he just had a bunch of idols underneath. He's going to lose another villager. Just disastrous from the Viper here as HERA gets another villager kill. He should. And Viper goes for the quick wall. The important for Viper, he was able to get that because this is already flowing so horribly for him economically. He's had villagers pulled off of berries. He hasn't had as many farms, and he's lost the villagers.
Trying to save this woman, and he'll get her back to the TC. Another weak guy over there, and we know that HERA is going to be looking at the HP bars of these. Behind this, HERA's kind of slowly house-walling himself.
Yep.
He's getting his walls set up at the back, and Viper is really struggling to deal with these scouts.
No pre-walls.
It's a limited number of scouts here from HERA, but they have the extra Frank HP, and
he's lost 3 games. He might not feel like he's playing his best. It could be some level of exhaustion. You don't really know all the factors, but you could just see Viper just not playing up to the standard we know is possible right now. And again, like, the food eco is so bad that right now HERA has double. And that's a weak villager on a farm. This is almost GG if HERA continues to make scouts here. Viper can't make any.
Yeah, Viper needs a wall in front of that TC. Needs to prevent these scouts from coming in, but HERA is now coming in on this side. Viper's going to try and quick wall this. Maybe. What's going on here? He's not making a house near the wood line. He made one near the TC, and the scouts are coming in. There is a bunch of weak scouts there, and there's a spearman, but Viper, he pulled the spearman away for some reason. He's going to lose another villager.
He's distracted on the right-hand side, Dave, and you're in full adaptation mode at this point. HERA getting real excited there. He wanted another vill. He knows he's been close to killing so many. I think HERA pulls one.
Adding more farms.
I think Viper pulls or HERA pulls one scout here and sends it the other way to try and distract. Yep. And
it's still
very
not
nice move.
The worst thing. It's not the worst thing in the world for Viper. HERA's eco is looking pretty good, but he has had some idle TC time behind this. And like we said before, Viper has been very good at making vills this set. And if we look at the total resources collected, well, HERA's ahead by a bunch. Never mind, 600.
Yeah, it's rough. It was close to enough to finish it in feudal in Viper's mind, but now it's all about early castle. What a great job from HERA just to take initiative. Remember, HERA had his advantages with the maps before, but I think Viper absolutely had his advantage here.
Oh, this villager is weak.
These should be
This
kills.
Vill on the walls is weak. There's another one that might get killed there. HERA's going to see these 2 vills at the front, but the spearman is coming over to help. And Viper has gotten the wall off down there. There might still be a hole between the houses. There is. And things are going to continue to be messy for him. But 22 on food for Viper.
Yeah, it just feels like a very defeated Viper right now. HERA having fun, running around with the scouts, playing fully open at home. Viper, no potential for a counterattack. The thing about HERA, though, is his macro is actually perfect. Viper hasn't even pulled the weak villagers from the berries, right? Like, there's still weak vills everywhere. These are opportunities for HERA that probably shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and it's very frustrating just kind of, you know, running around with spears trying to catch scouts. But the scouts do take some damage from that TC. HERA's about to click up to Castle Age. Viper is going for a market. HERA will see this and target that villager just to be annoying. So many weak vills. I want to see the total HP on villagers. Yeah, Viper's missing like 300 HP.
He's only lost 2, but it could be he could be down another 4 or 5 pretty soon. But Dave, like he's chasing the same area with 3 spearmen. You have to have them split up in different positions here. And HERA's up, and man, like I can't help but draw some parallels if we're talking about maybe confidence with micro. Remember the previous game? I know it went on for a long time, but remember Viper had 4 scouts past HERA's walls, and then he just left.
Dead vills.
HERA gets in and he's like, yeah, I'm going to kill vills all day. And he kills 2 more villagers. And he sees the other one on the gold as well. That needs to be pulled back to the TC.
There's plenty of weak villagers here. There's another one on the farm that
Go to the town center. Viper, I think he's lost hope, Dave. I don't want to be too negative here, man, but he's not doing himself any favors. Ay, ay, ay.
This is frustrating for sure. You're just waiting for that moment where you can finally stabilize.
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened, right? The only positive element here for Viper is that HERA's had a little bit more idle TC time, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Viper will have access to camels. He adds 1 scout now, and he will try and use that scout to kill the others because the spearmen aren't really working for him. And I'd be curious if HERA booms. He is bringing a villager somewhat
another
forward.
Villager, dude. Like, how is he getting this value?
Whew. I didn't catch that one. I actually assumed that HERA was finished. Was it a weak vill, I guess?
It was a little bit weak. He attacked it with 2 weak scouts, and Viper committed with the villager war. And it was just so difficult for Viper to deal with.
Yep. And Viper, thankfully, is walled. Right, so there shouldn't be any more problems for him, but he'll know he's behind, and he's going to be going into camels, something HERA expects. So naturally, HERA's going to be making the monks, and Viper will see this now, and I'm sure this isn't feeling any better for him. Because
at least he spotted it early, though.
Yeah. He should know he needs his own monks here, I think, if you're Viper.
You just go into pikemen here for Viper. Like, he makes camels, I guess, and he's going for double monastery of his own. He needs to wall off this vill. He's got the spearmen still here. Viper, hello?
Again, he's just not all there right now, Dave. After losing the first 3 games, HERA's going to run in, delays the monasteries, and is going to kill 2 more villagers. Worth it to lose the night. I think it's worth it because the monasteries aren't up for Viper as well here, as that's villager kill number 8 for HERA. And he goes right back to the monasteries. And Viper's sending 5 vills there. And there's going to be 2 knights running right back in. And you got to have a house here from Viper, right?
Okay, there we go.
Now you've got a monk coming out from HERA. But the camels aren't going to scare him all that much. HERA on 2 TCs, massive lead. And maybe a first mistake from HERA here.
Yeah, he's kind of throwing away HP here. And HERA's also like 1:21 idle TC time, so Viper's not that far behind in eco. If Viper manages to pull off this comeback from this start, it's a brand new series because like that was rough, man. That was a rough last 10 minutes.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean here. I don't know if I've ever wanted to look away from a Viper game quite like this one. So the recovery's here. He's dropping the second TC. He's got the camels, he's got the monks, and this is what Viper would have wanted to arrive to with this type of matchup. He just would have wanted to save a few more villagers first.
Ooh, HERA might lose some weak knights. Usually he's saving these, and he loses 3 of them, Tristan, and he takes a fight there. Against the camels, he's going to lose night numbers.
What an interesting game we have here, Dave.
Yeah,
what is happening?
TC coming from Viper, and Viper's bringing the relics. We're starting to get a little bit excited here, and maybe Viper is too, because no one expected him to be in this position after chasing scouts around. It was like it was at the circus or something, just going circles around his base.
I think, you know, the Vil kills got so easy there for HERA. He just kind of felt like I can continue on here and lost his night numbers. And now is when you start to feel weird as the Franks, right? You don't want to go into archers. You don't want to go into knights either. I think you have to go into pikemen as your option. But that might take some time to build up. And Viper's monks could always convert the spears quite easily too. So you kind of need something else in combination with those pikes.
Viper might be pissed right now.
Yeah, I got angry with himself.
Annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, with himself and also probably with HERA running around with those scouts like that. So we'll see what he can muster. HERA still has a really solid economy behind this, though. Franks are going to help out a ton with that instant heavy plow, and he's getting wheelbarrow. His main gold will be an issue, but Viper doesn't have any range units yet, and he's just now going for that siege workshop, and HERA's got scouts on the field. He's going to try and loop them around. Conversions do not come in.
Wow, all right. Now HERA can't really use his monastery on the front, so he's just got the one at home to work with, but he knows Viper's got 2 monasteries sending monks forward, and so he's looking for these monks.
Or maybe not.
He didn't know the TC was there, but he will get this next one, so that's very well played from HERA. Viper's got 10 camels. Viper's got 5 monks. HERA has 2 monks and 9 knights. Like, the army is way better right now for the Viper, and he has recovered, Dave. We have ourselves a game somehow.
Do you keep adding in, like, do you add in pikemen here for Viper?
If you're Viper, I think no.
Do you go redemption, dude? Convert the stables at the front.
I like
Force a fight from HERA. Could be really, really good. And he's got more monks coming forward. And if HERA goes for siege defense, he can do this. Man,
I also would love
do this.
I wouldn't mind atonement from Viper if you have the gold, because
maybe
I think Malians get it. I'm actually not certain, but
they do. They do.
You could convert the enemy monks, but that's only if you're floating the golds and you don't want to send more monks forward here. Great job from HERA again, but he doesn't have light cav, Dave, and this could actually be. Oh, he's going to get the kills here. It ends up being more than worth it for him to come forward with the scouts yet again.
Viper trying to get the knights. He's trying to snipe the monks from HERA. He doesn't snipe that one. He's going to snipe the other 2. There we go. They go down, and the camels are engaging against the monks here at the front.
And HERA loses most of his monks, still on the back foot.
He sniped the mangonel, though. He sniped the first mangonel with the scout.
Ooh, wow. Those scouts got such value from HERA.
Yeah.
The scout's been his best unit in this game, right? Obviously in the early stages, and then here as well. HERA's still making knights. Like, do you think that there should be pikemen out? Like, I feel like you got to try it maybe, but he just wants numbers.
If he controls the monk numbers, the knights are actually going to look okay here against his camels.
That's true. And especially if Viper gets near the stables, we might see HERA engage just to kill these monks.
Oh,
and
why'd you pull
Viper!
The camels away, bro? Why'd you pull the camels away there?
And then the scouts going in for the mango again. The siege isn't going to accomplish too much, and I think HERA can actually clear this entire push. He's back in business yet again. Viper doesn't have attack. He doesn't have armor, Dave. He's been all in. He has 25 on gold with 9 on food.
The knights are coming. The knights are coming.
Oh, geez.
And the monks simply aren't there. Viper calls the GG. It just feels like he didn't need to get that aggressive with the monks under the stables there, and you should have kept the camels nearby as well. Like, it just some misplays, right? After getting yourself back into that position, obviously the beginning was not good. And the quick walls were missing. You know, the full walls were missing. The spearman micro, the villager micro was not there. But still, I mean, HERA is probably like the only player that can do what just happened to Viper at the beginning of the game with 3 different groups of scouts wandering around picking off vills. Like, HERA's incredible.
I agree. Agree with the fact he's incredible. He's been playing incredible. I think the one thing that needs to be mentioned, if you have to question what Viper just did, is he thinks he's like 25 vills behind, right? He doesn't know it's 65 vills versus 69 because he lost 8 vills, and he knows HERA's probably on 3 town centers. So it wasn't that close in his mind, which was likely why he tried to force the fights. But we've seen peak Viper before. We're obviously currently seeing peak HERA. Peak Viper